Hello friends, Greta Talks give you a warm welcome. In the last episode, Shriram won over a very difficult test of handling the divine bow and proved his eligibility to marry Sita. Yet there was one test in which he had to prove his mettle, and that was most challenging test to calm down Lord Parshuram. Lord Parshuram, who is immortal and one of the incarnations of Lord Vishnu, was recognized for his wrathful nature, and it was Shriram who was supposed to convince him. He was annoyed as someone had broken his divine bow. Lord Parshuram was given the divine bow by Lord Shiva. He had assigned the task of preservation of that divine bow to King Janak. When he was in deep meditation, he heard the breaking of the divine bow, which enraged him. He entered furiously in the court of Janak. Shriram and Lakshman folded their hands to seek his blessings. Lord Parshuram asked Shriram to introduce himself. Shriram said, "You are an illustrious god, and God is acquainted with his devotee. You are familiar with us, and so I thought that self-introduction is not necessary." Then King Janak introduced them as Shriram and Lakshman, the sons of King Dashrath of Ayodhya. The king welcomed Parshuram and offered seat to him. Parshuram indignantly said, "You cannot distract me by cajoling. I want to know who has broken the divine bow of my revered deity Lord Shiva. Tell me who has dared to break it. If not, be ready to face the destruction of your kingdom." Shriram said, "Your devotee only can dare to break the divine bow of Lord Shiva. Please convey me what your commands are." Parshuram said, "One who has dared to break this divine bow is my enemy like King Sahasrabahu. I warn everyone present here to reveal and present the person in front of me. I will give him death sentence who has dared to be an enemy of Lord Shiva. I will spare no one present here." Lakshman said, "Why are you angry for breaking of merely a bow? We had broken many bows in our childhood, but no one scolded us." Parshuram said, "How dare you compare your bows to the renowned divine bow of Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva had killed a demon with this bow." Lakshman said, "You can discriminate between the bows. We are warriors and we consider all the bows as similar." Parshuram said, "Oh, there is no limit to your arrogance. It seems you do not wish to leave." Lakshman said, "It seems you have desire for this divine bow, as you are grumbling like a child." Shriram lifted it to tie string and it broke. He should not be blamed for it. Please do not be wrathful. Parshuram said, "It seems you want to make your mother mourn for your death. I have shown mercy to you till now, thinking that you are merely a child." Lakshman said, "I do not wish to assault you as you are a sage. We protect sages and do not kill them." Parshuram said, "Oh, you ill-mannered child, I am not an ordinary sage chanting Vedas. I have destroyed many warriors on this earth several times. I practice celibacy. I have severed the arms of Sahasrabahu. I have defeated warrior kings and bestowed this earth to sages several times. Today I will slay all of you." Lakshman said, "You are threatening me like a child who tries to blow away the mountain. Fearless people do not boast but believe in fighting war." Lord Parshuram said to Vishwamitra, "Vishwamitra, take this uncouth child away from me if you want him to be alive. Tell him about my success stories." Lakshman said, "If you close your eyes, you will not be able to see me. You are boastfully narrating your success stories that no one else is required to narrate it. Tell me how you killed several people just because of a mistake of an innocent person like Shriram. You severed your mother's head in extreme fury." Lord Parshuram indignantly said, "Now I will not spare your life." Lakshman said, "I will not spare you for blaming my brother. and wishing to give death sentence to him. Saying so, Lakshman was about to take an arrow from his quiver when Shriram stopped him and gestured him not to do so. Vishwamitra intermediated and said to Lord Parshuram, "Elders should not be angry for the mistakes done by young ones. When a child commits mistake, teacher, parents and other elders should calmly convince him." Shriram said, "You are omniscient. Please ignore what Lakshman has said. He is innocent. I am to be blamed for breaking this divine bow. You can treat me like your devotee. The decision is in your hands to bless me or punish me for my deed. I am ready to do anything which will pacify your anger." Lord Parshuram said, "You are as diplomatic as your brother. You have broken the bow and now you are giving sermons to me. Your younger brother Lakshman is instigating my anger and you are trying to pacify me, but I will not believe you. Be ready to fight with me." Shriram said, "It is my duty as a warrior to fight, but we from Raghu dynasty protect cow, Brahmin and woman. Brahmins are forever revered by us and to serve them is our duty. So there can be no battle between God and the devotee. There can be no comparison between two of us. My name is Ram, but your name is Parshuram. You have not recognized me. I am aware of your godliness, and if you defeat me, I will consider it to be my victory." Shriram, as we all know, was an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, showed his real form to Lord Parshuram and calmed him. Lord Parshuram smiled and offered his bow to Shriram and said, "Shriram, take this bow which was given by Lord Vishnu to my great-grandfather. If you can place an arrow on this bow, then it will assure me of your godliness." Shriram placed an arrow on the bow and said, "You know that this divine arrow does not go in vain. You are a noble sage, so I cannot aim at you. You tell me, whom should I put an end to with this arrow? You have the divine power of teleportation to travel anywhere in heaven, earth and world below the earth with the speed of mind. You have acquired the powers through your penance." Lord Parshuram said, "Please do not destroy my power of teleportation. When I had donated whole earth to my guru sage Kashyap, then he had told me that I cannot live in this kingdom. Since then, I never rest on earth during night. I require the power of teleportation to go to Mahindra mountain during night. Shriram, you destroy my fame, ego, anger and conceit." Shriram released this arrow in the eastern direction. Shriram did so. This removed all the doubts, and Lord Parshuram folded his hands and accepted the godliness of Shriram. He said, "Hail Shriram, be forever victorious." Lord Parshuram said to Janak, "O Janak, you are fortunate and blessed by gods to have Shriram as your son-in-law. Fulfill this marriage with great pomp and splendor." Saying so, Lord Parshuram folded his hands and left the palace. Everyone in the court smiled and was relieved from the stress created due to this conflicting situation. King Janak said, "I am blessed to have you as my son-in-law." Shriram touched his feet and said, "Please shower your love and blessings on me as your son and pardon my mistake." King Janak blessed him and inquired sage Vishwamitra about further proceedings. Vishwamitra instructed, "O king, take the consensus of the elders of your family and fulfill the marital rites. Send the messenger to Ayodhya and inform King Dashrath to come to Mithila with the procession." He sent his minister to Ayodhya in order to invite King Dashrath, his queens, relatives and his subjects. Sage Vasishtha expressed his happiness for the news of Swayamvar. At the auspicious moment, Shriram and Sita were married in the presence of all the elders in the family. Sage Vishwamitra proposed the marriages of King Janak's daughter Urmila with Lakshman and Janak's brothers Kushadhwaj's daughters Mandavi and Shrutkirti with Bharat and Shatrughna respectively. Everyone agreed to this proposal, and these marriages too were performed on an auspicious moment. The two great kings, Dashrath and Janak, became closely related to each other, which made the subjects of Ayodhya and Mithila happy. King Dashrath, with his sons and daughters in law, returned to Ayodhya after the marriage ceremony. Sage Vishwamitra went to the Himalayas to do the penance. The subjects of Ayodhya heartily welcomed the princes and their wives. The city of Ayodhya was decorated with flowers and colorful rangolis. Many singers and dancers were performing their art, and the artisans were playing musical instruments. The city dwellers were as though swinging on the waves of happiness. Few days passed, and Bharat's maternal uncle Yudhajit arrived in Ayodhya to take Bharat and Shatrughna to their native place in Kaikeya. Taking permission of King Dashrath, Bharat and Shatrughna with their maternal uncle finally went to their native place. So, the takeaway of this episode is not to be proud, boastful, and conceited, to confront the critical situation with composure and greatest modesty, the affection of the subjects of Ayodhya for their king, and the princes in their glee and free expression of the happiness. Hope you have liked this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, which is the beginning of the turning point in Shriram's life. Thank you.